The Amish community is known for wearing the same type of clothing. It's very easy to pick out people who are possibly Mennonite or Amish. A lot of times their clothing is very simple, very plain, and very much alike, very conform, even the colors. But why do they not use zippers? They do use hooks and fasteners. They sew with sewing machines. They use needle and thread, but they don't use zippers. And in this video, I'll go over 5 reasons that the Amish do not use zippers in their clothing. The Amish culture is very simple, and so the avoidance of certain modern conveniences like zippers and clothing is based on their commitment to simplicity, humility, and separation from the broader secular world. So several reasons contribute to that. The Amish preference for using alternative fastening methods instead of zippers. And I'm going to go over those 5. The first one is symbolism of pride. Zippers can be seen in their eyes as flashy. They can be associated with vanity or pride. Now, personally, I can see how buttons fit into that category, but zippers are in that category in their mind. So they strive for humility and modesty, and then so that way they have simple clothing, and they just use traditional fastenings that align with these values. And I did do a video earlier about how they make their clothes, and it goes into a little bit about that, what kind of fasteners and things that they make, and you can see that above. A second category in their beliefs of why they do not use zippers would be avoidance of technology. Now, to you and I, a zipper may not be seen as technology, but to them it is. And if you think about it, each time you adopt a new technology into your lifestyle, it just gets to be more and more and more. And look at our own lives, where we started out with a telephone that's connected to the wall, and now we're carrying it in our hip pocket. It just becomes more and more. They really work and strive to keeping that technology as much as they can out of their life. So typically, they feel that technology can foster a sense of dependency on the outside world. And really, while zippers may not be considered highly advanced, their use might be perceived as a step toward embracing modern conveniences that could potentially disrupt the community's way of life. So in their eyes, the more we hold on to these simple ways of doing things, the easier it is for us to avoid the secular worldview. And let's go to number 3, uniformity and equality. Amish communities, they place a really high value on uniformity and equality. Clothing choices, including the avoidance of zippers, contribute to a sense of equality among the community members, as everyone adheres to the same simple dress code. Now, number 4, handmade and traditional craftsmanship. The Amish prioritized handmade and traditional craftsmanship. So clothing with buttons and hooks or other traditional fastenings can be made by hand or with simple tools. So emphasizing self-sufficiency and a connection to their heritage. And again, they're keeping everything simple, everything equal, everything conform. They all follow the same rules. And last but not least, the 5th reason would be separation from the world. The Amish seek to separate themselves from the secular world and its influences. So by avoiding certain modern conveniences, they maintain a distinct and intentional way of life, emphasizing their commitment to religious principles and community values. Now, you and I might think, well, it's just a zipper. But again, if you take that one thing and keep saying, yeah, but it's just this, it continues to get more and more modern. They continue to go more and more into the culture. And some communities have done that. There are communities that will allow the zippers and the buttons. They think it's no big deal. There's communities that will allow them to drive cars instead of the horse and buggy. So each community obviously has its own values, its own rules, and that'll help you understand why they don't use the zipper. And like I said, for myself, I understood the button as being flashy and, competitive, or you could wear different cool buttons, but I guess zippers could be the same. You could have a colored zipper in your clothing, and then it would become more of a competition thing. So again, there you go. That is why they do not use zippers.